Axolotls are these adorable aquatic creatures that always seem to smile. They are quickly becoming one of the most popular exotic pets out there, but they're not your average fish or amphibian. These little water dragons have some very special needs, and if you're not prepared, things can go downhill fast. So in this video, I'm giving you the ultimate axolotl care guide. This is everything you need to know before getting an axolotl. Before I start, I want to mention that I've almost had Ivy for a whole year. I got him June 1st, which is also my birthday. He's grown so much since then, so this video is also a compilation of every single video I have of him. Now, let's get started. What is an axolotl? Let's start with the basics. Axolotls are amphibians like frogs and salamanders, but with one major difference. They don't undergo metamorphosis. Instead of becoming land-dwelling adults, they retain their juvenile features like their gills and their tail for life. This phenomenon is called neoteny, and it's a part of what makes them so unique. They are native to lakes of Mexico, especially Lake Xochimilco. Axolotls are crucially endangered in the wild, but they are widely bred in captivity. They come in a variety of colors or morphs, like wild type, lewistic, golden, albino, melanoid, copper, and even rare types like piebald or GFP that glow under UVB light. But no matter what color, all axolotls need the same environment and care. Choosing the right tank. A properly set up tank is absolutely crucial. One adult axolotl needs a minimum of a 20-gallon long tank, but I recommend going larger, especially if you plan to add more than one. Axolotls are bottom dwellers and don't use vertical space much, so a long tank is better than a tall one. They are surprisingly active, especially at night, and they love to explore. That means you should be providing them with plenty of enrichment like hides, caves, tunnels, and soft decorations that they can investigate without getting injured. Substrate and decorations. When it comes to substrate, the number one rule is no gravel. Axolotls can and will accidentally swallow it while feeding, which can lead to fatal blockage. Your safest options are fine aquarium sand, large smooth river rocks that are too big to swallow, or even no substrate at all. A bare bottom tank makes cleaning super easy, especially for beginners. For decor, avoid anything with sharp edges. Silk or live plants are great, and axolotls actually enjoy crawling through and around and hiding them. Just make sure your plants are suited to cold water. Filtration and tank cycling. This is where a lot of new owners slip up. Before adding your axolotl to the tank, you must cycle it. That means establishing beneficial bacteria to break down ammonia from waste into nitrite and then into the less harmful nitrate. Use a sponge filter or a filter with a gentle flow. Axolotls do not like strong currents. A powerful filter can stress them out, and stress weakens their immune system. And don't forget regular water testing. During and after cycling, you want to keep a close eye on your ammonia, nitrate, and pH levels. Water parameters and temperature. Water conditions can make or break your axolotl's health. They need a temperature of 60 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, which is also 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. Ammonia and nitrite always should be at 0. Nitrate is under 20 ppm, and then the pH should be between 7.4 and 7.6, but they can also tolerate 6.5 to 8.0. Avoid warm water at all costs. Temperatures above 70 degrees Fahrenheit can cause stress, illness, and even death. In the summer, you may want to add a fan, frozen water bottles, or even an aquarium chiller to keep the temperature down. Remember that aquarium chillers are extremely expensive, so adding fans to your axolotl's tank is a much better alternative. Make sure you have a thermometer to your axolotl's tank at all costs. Feeding. Axolotls are strictly carnivores. They thrive on a diet of high protein and soft body foods. The golden standard is earthworms, especially Canadian nightcrawlers. You can also feed them bloodworms, blackworms, and sinking axolotl pellets. Juvenile axolotls need daily feedings, while adults can be fed every 2 to 3 days, and always remove uneaten food within an hour, as it can pollute the water quickly. Watch your axolotl's body shape to avoid overfeeding. They should look well fed but not bloated. A common tip for most axolotl owners, both their head and the width of their body should be exactly in line. That's how you know your axolotl is healthy and well fed. Behavior and personality. One of the best things about axolotls is their personality. They're curious, clumsy, and sometimes downright hilarious to watch. They're most active at night and spend most of their time hiding during the day, or floating and sitting in one spot. But don't worry, they're not dead. They'll just be vibing. You might occasionally see them yawn, wiggle their gills, or swim awkwardly. These are all normal behaviors, but if they're constantly floating, curling their gills or tail, or showing signs of distress, it's time to check their water. Can they have tankmates? Can axolotls actually have friends? Technically they can, but it's risky. Axolotls will and can eat anything that fits in their mouth, including other axolotls. If you do keep more than one, make sure they're in the same size and have plenty of space. At least 40 gallons for 2 axolotls. As for the other species, it's best to avoid them. Fish might nip at your axolotl's gills, or your axolotl might eat them. Snails and shrimp can cause problems or become snacks. Health issues and signs of trouble. Axolotls are hardy, but that doesn't mean they're invincible. Some common health issues include fungus on the gills or body, often due to poor water quality. The fungus will look like little white patches that are kind of floating in your axolotl's gills. Impaction. This is from eating gravel or too large of a prey. Floating. This is due to gas buildup, constipation, or stress. And gill shrinkage, caused by warm water or high ammonia. Always treat the root cause, usually water conditions, before jumping into medications. Quarantining a sick axolotl in a clean, cool tank can often help them recover naturally. Long-term commitment. An axolotl isn't just a temporary pet. They can live up to 10 to 15 years with proper care. That means weekly water changes, testing parameters, preparing fresh foods, and regular tank maintenance. They don't require a lot of attention day to day, but they do require consistency. And they aren't the best pet for young children, mostly because they can't be handled and are very sensitive. But if you're ready for the commitment, you'll find they're one of the most rewarding and peaceful pets that you can own. Did you know that in the US, California, Maine, New Jersey, and DC, it's illegal to own an axolotl, but a permit is required in New Mexico and Hawaii. Any other states, it's perfectly okay to own an axolotl, but be prepared if you are going to move states that an axolotl is legal to own. So, are you still thinking about getting an axolotl? I hope this video gave you everything you need to know to be informed about a confident decision on whether an axolotl is right for you. They're not for everyone, but if you do it right, they'll bring you years of quiet, jerky joy. Axolotls are one of the most fascinating creatures I have owned, and I do not regret it at all. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and drop any questions in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them.